get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides I can shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'm a stab, no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. Ferragamo stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead president and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a penny hoe.
Rub your hand into your pocket. I don't do that. You might press me. You do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get this.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 23 yards on the play. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And Brake has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
They'll drop to throw. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally...
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right, and avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Wide open receiver complete. Back to throw now on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. as his guys are in for 6. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this for both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, 49ers. Odell Beckham, 65 yards. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And his kick is right through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll set up a throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it?
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Devin Funchess taking it in. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Looking to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point put through by Succop, and that will make this a 4-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, it's caught inside the 25. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. Going deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 67 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
He'll set up to throw, and he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a comfort.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now back to throw. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Ohio! Ohio!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. In for the score. And the Panthers add on to their lead. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. White, 90.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They're going to look to throw. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. And Succop will put this one right through, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
Odell Beckham Jr. past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Odell Beckham saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And Brate has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious They've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive. But without him, they're not winning this game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Off the mark, incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
The improv act, they're good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes.
That's a second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
They'll drop the throw. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Cameron Brate, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. High-scoring first half, and to this point, a high-scoring second half. A lot of offense, Charles.
Very entertaining game for guys like you and me, being able to watch it. Anyone who's here in the stadium, they've got to be having a blast, wondering who's going to score next and who's going to gain an advantage. The people who hate this,
the guys that play your old position, right?
My old position, anyone on defense, this is not a satisfying game for them, not at all.
Yeah, these offenses rolling. Back now here in Santa Clara.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! White, none! White, none!
And fights through one man, being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Hut!
Buying time to his left. And incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. As his guys are in for 6. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Wide open receiver complete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38!
He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Here we go!
He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Odell Beckham, 60 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. The two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about it.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Oh, another one. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! What? 90! What?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Extra point put through by Succop.
I think it'd be real easy here to focus on maybe a defensive breakdown with that type of a play in this situation. But let's give a little bit of credit here. That type of play is clutch.
Boy, it was clutch, but to turn it back to the defense, how crushing is that? You think you've got this thing won, and in the last moments, almost literally, you lose it.
Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, you know, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis at the Super Bowl, this is the NFL on EA Sports.